Hey everybody, it's Nicole coming at you with a late Valentine's Day video. I decided to go ahead and upload the video just in case you wanted to get some inspiration from the projects that I created in the video and apply them to some projects that you may want to do in the future. Today we're going to be making some candles, and these were of course Valentine's Day inspired, but you can take this and run with it for any holiday. What you're going to need are some of the jar candles, should I say, from Dollar Tree. I also picked up some of these ceramic containers, but again, you can find any kind of container as long as it's heat safe. I grabbed those from a thrift store. Like I said, you can find containers anywhere. As long as they're glass or ceramic, you should be fine. What I'm doing now is melting the candles in the oven on a low heat. I believe I had them on 275 if I'm not mistaken, and it took about 20 minutes to melt. What I did was I retrieved the wick from the candles that I melted, so you're actually gonna reuse the wicks. They're already coated in the wax and everything. And what I should have done was use hot glue to secure them at the bottom of the ceramic container, but the wax actually held it in place. And I used a skewer to just kind of center it, whatever. Again, it's only a couple bucks, the cost of the candle and the container. So both of these that you see here came from Dollar Tree. And depending on the size of the container, you may need more or less of the wax from the candles. I think I used 1.5 with this candle. Some you may only use one of the candles from Dollar Tree, or you may need to use 2, 3. It just depends on the size of your container. So what you're going to do is just let this cool. It takes about an hour or 2 depending on where you're at in the conditions, and they will cool and solidify. With this container that I got from the thrift store, I used 2 of the wicks because it was a little bigger. You could actually use 3 for this one, sort of like the Bath & Body Works candles. And I also used 2 of the jar candles melted to fill that container up. The heart-shaped candle, or heart-shaped container should I say, came from Dollar Tree, so I used 2 wicks in it as well. And again, you could find holiday themed containers like the heart shaped one, or that one with the hearts on the side. For Easter, you could find some with the bunnies or chicks, or whatever, spring inspired container. Possibilities are endless, like I always say. As long as it's a heat safe container. I wouldn't use any plastic or anything like that. And again, it took 2 candles to fill that one. You can also, while the wax is hot, drop in a wax melt to add some scent, and that's what I did with these. I picked up some of the wax melts that Dollar Tree has in a scent that I liked and dropped it in. You could also use essential oils to scent it, or you could just leave it unscented. But yeah, and you can also pick up the dollar packs of the wax melts from Walmart. They have some really nice scents in Walmart, and they're pretty strong, so you'll get a good scent payoff with those. But just trying to keep it cheap for you, because I know essential oils can be a bit pricey if you pick them up online or in stores. So wax melts are always a good alternative, and they're a lot easier to use, I feel like. And just be careful when pouring the melted wax, because it is hot. I'm just using an old oven mitt and pouring it in. And another tip, when you're filling these, make sure wherever you're going to cool them at is where you're going to fill the containers, because if you move them, it'll cause the wax to shift, and then it won't dry evenly, if that makes sense. It'll kind of splash over your container, so keep that in mind. And this one is a vase, and I love the heart shape, but to fill it I had to use a funnel, and I'm using an old funnel that I just keep for candle making. As you can see, it's stained with candle dye. But I love how this one turned out. I love it's like a faux crystal, I guess, but it turned out really, really pretty. And I'm again using a skewer to center the wick. It was a bit tricky, but I managed to get it situated because it was so tall. But it turned out perfectly. So don't feel like you have to use your traditional, shaped containers. You can get creative as long as it's heat safe, glass or ceramic. And that is it, y'all. Look how pretty that turned out. I love how that looks. So again, pick up some of those candles from Dollar Tree and go on the hunt for some really unique containers to make your candles. And yeah, check out my next videos. I got some more coming. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.